All right, so today we are sitting with Paula Ethans. And Paula, we know through our work, she actually does some writing for us and is a donor herself. So I'm going to start here with a question. Paula, what cause are you most passionate about and what feeds that passion?
The cause that is near and dear to my heart is women's rights, women's empowerment, and specifically, I've always geared towards young girls and their education. And I think what feeds this is, well, when I started donating, I myself was a young girl, so it just seemed very relatable, and I thought that if I was getting an education, other girls around the world should get it too. And I think I'm still passionate about this cause because of all the research and the data that shows that if you educate a girl, her entire life is transformed, and if you can empower a woman, then her community is transformed.
So how did you discover the nonprofit organization that you ended up donating to feed this passion of yours?
Well, I started donating when I was 9 years old, so I really had no idea.
Wow.
So you know what? Google was my best friend. I just sort of went online and started researching and reading different mission statements about organizations. I had it in my head that I wanted to donate to girls and their education. So I just started researching which organizations did that, narrowed it down to a couple, and then just sort of decided from that which one looked like it was most in line with what I wanted to accomplish.
Wow. So what at 9 years old, like was there like a moment in
You know
somewhere
what? There
along
was a
there?
moment. Yeah. Um, I was actually reading a series called the Breadwinner series by
Okay.
Deborah Ellis. So yeah, it's a book series about this young girl in Pakistan who has to dress up as a boy and find work. She has to dress up as a boy because she can't work as a girl
Right.
to provide supplementary income for her family. And yeah, sort of had discussions with my mom about the book. And, when I'm reading it, I'm thinking that this is some fantastical world that's been created. I don't think it's real life. And my mom sort of said, well, in fact, this actually happens to people around the world. So it was one of those like aha moments for me, like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was definitely the moment that it sort of all clicked and spiraled from there. Yeah.
Crazy. Well, so tell us about, I guess you've probably donated quite a bit then over the course of your life if you started at 9. Can you tell us about any one particular donor experience with a specific nonprofit?
Yeah, so at age 9, I selected Care Canada. They had some really good programs geared towards young women and their education. So that's what I've chosen. And I've had a very positive experience with them. And I have stayed with Care Canada
Okay.
for I don't know how many years that is now, 14 or so.
Wow.
So yeah, I've had some really good experiences I mean, I guess I'm a bit of an isolated case because I was a younger donor, but they were really receptive when I first donated, and I accompanied my donation with a letter sort of explaining why I had chosen to support their specific fund. Um, they were great. When I was about, I think I was 11, I met with some of the board members and they presented me a plaque,
Oh my
which was
gosh.
very endearing. I felt like a superstar.
No
Um,
kidding.
but yeah, they've certainly in my younger years they went above and beyond in recognizing me, and they also interviewed me for their website when I was about 10 or 11.
Okay.
So yeah, I think they did a really good job, especially for a kid who wanted um, recognition. They were really good at giving and acknowledging and appreciating.